to the afternoon market update from Nirmal Banga. I'm here all that. Overall, the firm rate persists over the last week, and that's something which has been positive. In fact, the week has started pretty much on a good note, and this is mainly we've been tracking positive cues from the Asian markets as well, and that's something which has been supporting us. If you see in terms of Nifty 50 as well as Sensex, smart gains, we are up around at 1.5% right now. Nifty, in fact, hit a high of almost 10,328 in the intraday session so far, and from there we have cooled off slightly, but we're still hovering between that 10,290 to 10,300 levels in trade. So that's an important factor that we need to be watching out for. In terms of Sensex as well, there are some good moves that we have been witnessing. We have been above that 34,800 mark, so that's an interesting point on that front. And you clearly have the financials which are outperforming. So you have the Bank Nifty, which is outperforming the benchmark indices in trade, and it's also outperforming the broader market. So if you see Bank Nifty, we're seeing gains of almost 550 points that are coming in on Bank Nifty. And similarly, if you see in terms of broader markets as well, you have the Nifty Midcap and the Smallcap index, which are up in the range of almost 1.5 to 2.5% each. Overall, in terms of sectors, barring Pharma, you have majority of the sectors which are trading in the positive right now. If you talk about the Nifty Pharma index, that's one of the biggest laggards. In fact, that's the only laggard that we have been eyeing in today's day of trade. It's that sector which has been trading under pressure. But apart from Nifty Pharma, if you talk about the other sectors, smart gains coming in with regards to finance, BSE Finance, which is up a little over 2%. Industrials and IT is also seeing smart gains in today's day of trade. Overall, consumer durables is something which is seeing smart gains. Oil and gas is up almost 3.5%, 4%. Power, realty, all of these counters seeing smart gains in today's session. In terms of the market breadth as well, pretty much it's favoring the bulls. In fact, if you see on NSE, almost around a little over 1,450 stocks that are advancing. So the breadth remains pretty much in favor of the bulls. Clearly, if you go to see 38 stocks of Nifty 50 have advanced in trade today. So that's something which has been positive as well. Let's quickly understand which are the top gainers and losers in today's day. So on Nifty 50, if you talk about names, IndusInd Bank, Axis Bank, BPCL, GAIL, Tata Motors, these are the top gainers coming in on Nifty 50. Whereas on the losing front, you have Shree Cement, E Entertainment, Cipla, Aisha Motors, as well as Nestle. Similarly, if you see in terms of broader markets as well, that's something which is interesting because there is outperformance coming in across sectors. In fact, to be noted that the broader markets, especially the small caps, have picked up steam over the last couple of trading sessions as well. In fact, during the lockdown itself, you've seen that steam that has been picked up right now. So let's see if that continues. So Dishman, Carbogen, Chennai Petro, Star Cement, JK Tires, Vodafone Idea, these are the top gainers in BSE 500, whereas Excite Industries is reacting to numbers, Trident, PVR, TVS Laboratories, Zenza Technologies, Relaxo Footwear also trading under pressure again, reacting to the numbers that have been posted. Let's see if there are any stocks which are trading at a 52-week high or not. On Nifty 50, you have a Reliance Industries which is trading at a 52-week high, and all of us know it's the 8th investment that has already come in terms of where Geo goes, and that's a and the kind of valuations we are picking up on that front is also spectacular. So 52-week high coming in with regards to where Reliance Industries is concerned from Nifty 50. Whereas if you see in the losing front as well, there are no stocks that have actually hit a 52-week low if you have to talk from the BSE from Nifty 50. Again, if you see in terms of where broader markets are concerned, on the losing front, again, no major stocks coming in terms of BSE 100. But if you look at BSE 500, you have a Responsive Industries which continues to trade at a 52-week low, whereas you have stocks like Adani Green, AstraZeneca Pharma, Dhanuka Agri, PI Industries, Torrent Power. These are a few of the names that have hit a 52-week high in today's day of trade. Lupin is inched up, and this is mainly because US FDA has granted Lupin orphan drug designation. So that's one of the reasons why we're seeing some gains coming in on that front. HUL has said that they will be focusing on e-commerce, modern trade channels. So that's one of the reasons why smart gains coming in on an HUL. Salazar Techno Engineering has bagged in orders of smart gains on that counter. Wipro has collaborated with IBM to help clients accelerate their cloud journeys. So good moves coming in on a Wipro as well. You have HDFC Bank, which is seeing smart gains. Welspun Corporation, they've resumed production at their Daman plant, so that's giving that counter some bit of support. Reliance Industries, as we already mentioned, Abu Dhabi Investment Fund that's planning to invest almost 5,683 odd crores in Geo arm, and that's one one of the reasons smart gains. Thermax gained and on the back of resumption of operations of all its manufacturing plants as well. So overall, you are seeing some smart moves that are coming in on all of these names. Apart from this, let's see which are the other numbers. Relaxo, we already said it's an earnings reaction that we're watching out for. Hero Motor Corp has launched an integrated online sales platform called eShop. So that's an interesting one. And that stock is up almost 1.5% in trade as we speak. Bharat Gears, on the back of the COVID impact, they've said that they have got nil revenues in the month of April. And in May, the plants have run at a 20 to 25% capacity. So that's another one that is in focus. Marico as well has come out with their COVID update where they've clearly indicated that robust growth has continued with regards to where Saffola edible oils is concerned as well as the food business. And they've not seen a major impact on its liquidity position with regards to where the lockdown is concerned. So again, DV's Laboratories and earnings reaction that we have been watching out for on that counter. Vodafone Idea hit a 52-week high in intraday trade today. So that was an interesting move that we saw. But there has been some cooling effect, 5th consecutive session where the stock has been gaining. So a lot of movers and shakers that we have been watching out for right now. And clearly, you are seeing some bit of stock-specific action. There is a lot of steam that's building in the broader markets as well, especially the small cap counters that have been picking up steam. But from here on, where we go in the second half of the trading session is going to be crucial. And as we know, clearly, we have unlocked 1.0 that has already resumed today in terms of where India is concerned. A lot of places that have opened up. People have started to going to their own offices as well. So let's see what's the impact of this, because again, in terms of COVID cases as well, that has been increasing. Now, what bearing it could have on the markets is something we need to watch out for, because from here on, there is that sentimental up move that we are seeing in terms of markets in the last couple of trading sessions, but whether it's going to be sustainable or not is something that we need to watch out for. FIs have come back to the Indian markets as well, and whether they continue that momentum in terms of the buying spree is something we need to watch out for. But it seems to be a good day of trade, at least. As of now, we've already hit the 10,300 mark, and whether we're able to sustain in terms of closing levels or not is something we should be watching out for. That's all that we have in the afternoon market update. Thanks for watching.